You know how social media has become an essential part of people's lives today. That's why the news that we could be seeing the end of TikTok in the United States is really shocking. Can you believe it? I know it sounds crazy, but Congress is really cracking down this time. So, sit back, grab a snack, and let's dive into this crazy story together. Alright, let's set the stage. It's 2025, and TikTok, the app we all know and love, is in serious trouble.
The Supreme Court expected to rule any day now on the law that would force a sale of TikTok or at least ban it here in the U.S.
And that has a lot of users of the app scrambling to protect their content and even develop some workarounds before it disappears. Fox Eye's
ByteDance, the parent company, is facing immense pressure from the U.S. Congress to sell TikTok to none other than Elon Musk, the guy who's already got his hands in everything from electric cars to space rockets. And now, YouTube sensation MrBeast, who's known for his crazy challenges and philanthropy, wants to save TikTok from being banned too. But why is this happening? And what's at stake? Let's break it down. To really understand why we're here, we need to take a trip back in time. TikTok's troubles in the US didn't start overnight. It all began in 2020 during the Trump administration. Back then, President Trump issued executive orders aimed at banning TikTok, citing national security concerns. The fear was that ByteDance, TikTok's parent company, could be forced to hand over user data to the Chinese government. This led to a lot of legal battles and a proposed deal where Oracle and Walmart would take a stake in TikTok's US operations. Fast forward to 2021, and President Biden rescinded Trump's executive orders but didn't let TikTok off the hook. The Biden administration continued to scrutinize the app, leading to ongoing investigations and discussions about how to handle the potential risks. This brings us to today, where the pressure has only intensified and the stakes are higher than ever.
All right, breaking news, an earthquake in the world of social media that could be even bigger than we thought. Reports that TikTok is planning to shut down its app to users in the United States this Sunday, the day a federal ban is scheduled to take effect. Now, that ban was supposed to just mean that people couldn't update their apps. This goes much further. This means that people won't even be able to get in to TikTok. This new report comes from the tech site The Information.
So, why is Congress so hell-bent on this? Well, it all boils down to data privacy and national security. You see, TikTok has been under scrutiny for allegedly sharing user data with the Chinese government. Can you imagine your dance videos being a matter of national security? Sounds crazy, right? But that's the world we live in. Over the past few years, concerns have been growing about how TikTok handles user data. Lawmakers are worried that ByteDance, being a Chinese company, might be compelled to hand over data to the Chinese government. This fear isn't entirely unfounded. There have been instances where Chinese companies have had to comply with government requests for data. So the US government is taking a hard stance to protect its citizens' data. To add fuel to the fire, there have been several high-profile data breaches and privacy scandals involving other tech giants. This has made the public and lawmakers more wary of how their data is being used and stored. The idea that a foreign government could potentially access this data is enough to send shivers down anyone's spine.
TikTok collects nearly every data point imaginable, from people's location to what they type and copy, who they talk to, biometric data, and more. We do not trust TikTok will ever embrace American values for freedom, human rights, and innovation. TikTok has repeatedly chosen the path for more control, more surveillance, and more manipulation.
Now let's talk about how TikTok has responded to these challenges. TikTok's CEO, Shouzi Chu, has been quite vocal in defending the app. In a testimony to Congress in March 2023, he emphasized that TikTok has never shared US user data with the Chinese government and that these allegations are emphatically untrue. To address these concerns, TikTok launched Project Texas, a $1.5 billion initiative aimed at segregating US user data from operations and employees in China. This project involves storing all US user data in data centers located in the United States and Singapore. Despite these efforts, critics remain skeptical. Some argue that TikTok's data collection practices are excessive, while others point out that these practices are similar to other social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter. TikTok has also faced accusations of ByteDance employees in China accessing non-public US user data. In response, TikTok has reiterated its commitment to transparency and user safety, stating that it prioritizes protecting user data and complying with local laws.
There are more than 150 million Americans who love our platform, and we know we have a responsibility to protect them, which is why I'm making the following commitments to you and to all our users. Number one, we will keep safety, particularly for teenagers, as a top priority for us. Number two, we will firewall protected US data from unwanted foreign access. Number three, TikTok will remain a place for free expression and will not be manipulated by any government. And fourth, we will be transparent and we will give access to third-party independent monitors to remain accountable for our commitments.
And what about the Chinese government? Well, they've been pretty defensive about the whole situation. The Chinese government has repeatedly denied that it has ever asked TikTok or ByteDance to hand over user data. In fact, a spokesperson for the Chinese Foreign Ministry stated that China has never and will not ask companies to collect or provide data, information, or intelligence held in foreign countries.
I, first of all, disagree with the characterization. We do not promote or remove content at the request of the Chinese government. It is our commitment to this committee and all our users that we will keep this free from any manipulation by any government.
They've accused the US of not providing any concrete evidence to support the claims that TikTok poses a national security threat. However, the US government remains unconvinced. Lawmakers argue that Chinese laws could compel ByteDance to share data with the Chinese government if requested. This ongoing tension between the US and China over data privacy and national security has only added to the complexity of the situation. Now, let's talk about possible solutions. There are a few ways this could go down. 1. ByteDance sells to Elon Musk. If ByteDance agrees to sell TikTok to Elon Musk, we might see some major changes. Imagine TikTok with a SpaceX twist. But seriously, Elon's involvement could mean stricter data policies and a whole new direction for the app. Elon Musk is known for his innovative approach, so who knows what kind of features he might introduce. Maybe we'll see TikTok videos from Mars. But on a serious note, Elon's track record with companies like Tesla and SpaceX shows that he's capable of turning things around and making them better. If he takes over TikTok, we might see a more secure and innovative platform. Plus, with his interest in AI, we could see some exciting new features that leverage advanced technology. 2. ByteDance sells to MrBeast. The YouTube sensation has proposed buying TikTok as a unique solution to stop the social platform from being banned in the United States. MrBeast, known for his philanthropy and crazy challenges, has a massive following and the financial backing to make this happen. Imagine TikTok under MrBeast's ownership. It could be a wild ride. He's already hinted at some exciting changes and features that could come with his ownership. 3. Donald Trump postpones the ban. In a surprising twist, former President Donald Trump is considering stepping in to save TikTok at the last minute. Reports suggest that Trump might issue an executive order to postpone the ban for 60 to 90 days, allowing more time for negotiations and potential buyers to come forward. This move could give TikTok a temporary reprieve and keep the app running in the United States while a more permanent solution is found. 4. ByteDance refuses to sell. If ByteDance stands its ground, things could get messy. We're talking about potential bans, legal battles, and a lot of drama. Do you think ByteDance will cave in or fight back? If they refuse to sell, the US government might impose stricter regulations or even ban the app altogether. This would be a huge blow to TikTok's millions of users in the US. Imagine the outcry from influencers and content creators who rely on the platform for their livelihood. A ban on TikTok would not only affect users, but also advertisers and businesses that use the platform for marketing. It would create a ripple effect across the digital marketing industry. Other social media platforms might try to fill the void, but it would take time for them to build the same level of engagement and user base that TikTok has. 5. A compromise. There's always a chance for a middle ground, maybe stricter regulations and oversight without a full sale. But will that satisfy Congress? Only time will tell. A compromise could involve ByteDance agreeing to more stringent data protection measures and regular audits to ensure compliance. This way, TikTok could continue operating in the US, but with more transparency and accountability. A compromise might also involve setting up a separate US-based entity to manage TikTok's operations in the country. This entity could be subject to US laws and regulations, ensuring that user data is protected. It would be a way to address the security concerns without completely overhauling the ownership structure. What if ByteDance refuses to sell TikTok to Elon Musk or MrBeast? Well, we could see TikTok banned in the US. Can you imagine a world without TikTok? No more viral dances, no more life hacks, no more endless scrolling. It's a scary thought for many. If TikTok gets banned, it would leave a massive void in the social media landscape. Other platforms like Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts might try to fill the gap, but will they ever capture the same magic? TikTok has a unique algorithm that keeps users hooked, and replicating that success won't be easy. Plus, think about all the creators who have built their careers on TikTok. They'd have to start over on a new platform, which isn't as simple as it sounds. Let's not forget the economic impact. TikTok has created jobs and revenue streams for many people. From influencers to small businesses, a lot of livelihoods are tied to the platform. A ban would disrupt this ecosystem and force people to find new ways to reach their audience. So, there you have it. The fate of TikTok in the USA is hanging in the balance. Whether it's sold to Elon Musk, MrBeast faces a ban, or finds a compromise, one thing's for sure: the next few months are going to be interesting. What do you think will happen? Let me know in the comments below. This situation is a perfect example of how interconnected our world has become. A social media app can spark debates about national security and international relations. It's a reminder that the digital world isn't just about fun and games. It has real-world implications that we can't ignore. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more updates on this crazy story. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video.